Hi, I'm Patricia Krebs. I'm 50 years old. I am a visual artist, a singer, songwriter, teacher from Argentina. I come from a family of immigrants. My parents came from Uruguay a couple of years before I was born. My four grandparents came to South America from different parts of Europe, living in this house for about a decade with my Malamute dog, Vlad. I grew up around this area, and my elementary school is actually 5 blocks from here. So when I was little, I was always drawing, and I was lucky enough that my parents looked for places where I could expand in my artistic activities. So they found IVA, Instituto Vocational de Arte, Vocational Institute of Art, which is a public and free place where kids can go and take group classes of different artistic expressions like puppetry, theater, literature, music, dance, visual arts. And this place had a huge impact in the rest of my life. One of the teachers from the folkloric music class guided my parents when they were thinking of buying a guitar for me. And I still have that guitar. I painted all over it, but it's been my guitar for 40 years. Then I had an art teacher who told my parents there was a high school of art, a public high school of arts, if I was interested in continuing. I dedicate my life to art and teaching and music. And then after that, I continued my formal education in the arts. I went to college and also public college of arts. And then I got my degree from Universidad Nacional de Arte, National University of Art, all public institutions and free of charge. When I finished my studies, I tried for a bit to find work as an illustrator, which is where I felt more comfortable back then, even though I had already started working, creating puppets for the musical shows for children. I was always mainly a sketch artist in English. But it was a tough time to look for work in the late 90s, early 2000. I decided to go to the US, to Los Angeles. And I was 25 when I left. And that was a tough period. I became an immigrant myself, having come from a family of immigrants. It was a different time. There was no Wi-Fi or Google or smartphones. So communication was more complicated. Information was harder to get. And being so far away from family and friends was difficult, apart from the language, which now I can speak, but it was very hard for me back then. I'm naturally shy. I've always been naturally shy, and speaking in another language, that didn't help at all. One of my first jobs over there, I was offered to sing at a Brazilian restaurant in Burbank. But I remember feeling sick. Every Friday I would wake up feeling sick because I used to work on weekends singing. And I knew this was stage fright, but I would still get sick. I did sing a lot in LA, restaurants, hotels, events, weddings. Eventually I started doing more studio work. writing songs and arranging vocal arrangements and vocal coaching for other artists as well. I wrote songs for video games, and I even did voiceovers for movies. I've been doing different things all over the years, and every time I had the chance to try something new, I would take it. I did body paint for acrobats and graphic design. When I work, it's not just creating, but more like discovering something. Pretty much as soon as I came to the city, one exhibition led me to the next, and I was very soon able to also pay the bills, selling, getting commissions and selling my work. So I felt very fortunate that I could do that. In those experiences exhibiting my work in different places, I came across Cactus Gallery in Eagle Rock in the beginning of 2007. So in a few months, it's going to be 20 years that I work with this gallery. Not only I work at Cactus, most of the work that I create, I send it to Cactus and it's exhibited and sold there. I have many collectors at Cactus, and also I painted a couple of murals. One is on the corner of York and Ellenwood in Eagle Rock, where Cactus Gallery is. So right now I'm working on an animation, a 3D animation, in collaboration with Marcos de Cusandier. Sueño que sueñas un sueño is one of the songs in my album, A Musicanto, which was released over a decade ago. We've been working for a couple of years on a short film. This is not for a song. It's one of my stories. I'm actually very excited about it. Again, I think that I have a hard time imagining myself doing something other than art, because I think I've always felt like an artist, and I'm constantly making it, even when I don't think about it. Because I make my own clothes, I painted my house, I make my own jewelry, I make art without thinking that I'm making art. It's a need that I have. I had many good professors. I'm still in touch with some of them, fortunately. One of my favorites has passed recently, Horacio d'Alessandro, and he said to me a few words that I keep in mind all the time. Because it's hard to be an artist sometimes in this world. They have been the most important for me in the past 30 years. And it's 2 words in Spanish. It's actually 3 words in English. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. If you want to be in touch with my work, see some of my art, listen to some of the music, write me a message. If you're interested in lessons remotely, I teach art and English and Spanish. So the ways to get in touch with me are through Instagram, Patricia Krebs Art, through Facebook, P Krebs Art, and YouTube. I have a bunch of videos. Also Patricia Krebs Art. And you can also visit Cactus Gallery. If you are in LA, just write Sandra a message and go in person. And you can see my mural and some of my art and a bunch of other art, which is amazing, in Eagle Rock. But the website, if you want to browse through it, is cactusgalleryla.com. Cactus like the plant, Cactus Gallery LA, as in Los Angeles. cactusgalleryla.com. And I will see you soon in the next play music on the porch. Thank you.